Alright y'all, long unedited video time where we talk about a specific kind of move, specific footwork, training philosophy, and I reveal a little bit about my game. But what I'm working on basically is hesitation moves, hesitation dribble into a three-pointer, hesitation dribble into a push dribble, into a hesitation dribble into a three-pointer. Into a mid-range, and then hesitation into hesitation into layup, basically. So like each layer, I get closer to the basket, and then I rotate through until I get a make. And I actually shot pretty high percentage from the right side of these. So I mean, the way that I'm going is, I'm really strong believer in. Actually, I missed a lot of mid-range though. Starting off. I'm a really strong believer in going by makes rather than going by attempts or anything else, because when you do a drill, if you're not going by makes, then you might just like miss all 10 reps and then move on to the next thing. So as a rule of thumb, I always want to go. I'm going right foot, finish footwork on the right side, which is a bit off the let's get that flow, kind of footwork. Anyways, yeah. So I always go by it. But let's talk about the move, kind of. So like, first of all, the three-point shot is the footwork is backwards here, basically, from what you'd expect. I'm going. Well, I shoot actually a really high percentage from these, which I'm really pleased with. Close to 70% from the three, I think. Probably a bit lower for me. But the footwork is backwards. And that's kind of necessary in using this kind of hesitation move. Normally, as a right-handed jump shooter, you're thinking that you're going to go left foot first, then right foot, and then you're going to shoot. But I mean, there are times where you're going to go right foot and then left foot in front and shoot with the right. Like, it's not unfundamental. It's good to have both. Because in game, there's always situations where having the ability to shoot with different footworks is going to lead the basket. So I think that as a three-point shooter, it looks awesome. I'm making all this. As a three-point shooter or whatever, however you shoot it, it's good to learn both footworks. Talk a bit about head fakes. So, when I'm going to not shoot and put the ball on the floor, I'm going to look at the basket right here, and then go. And if I'm not going to shoot, if I am going to shoot, I'm going to look back behind me like I'm going to hit the roll man, or I'm going to hit the guy who's popping. So I look, and then go. Right? So, I mean, so for like this next shot, I'm back to the three-pointer. I started doing this more when I'm on the other side of the basket, but you're going to see me look back to the left on my hesitation before I do it. I'm coming around the screen, look to the left, and then shoot it off right or left. Obviously the footwork's fine, but then, shooting high percentage or whatever. So head fakes are a big thing in hesitation, I think. Like see me look. Because if you look at the rim, they think that you're going to shoot it just naturally. They don't have time to show that you're going to fake. If they look back, they're going to think that you're going to pass it, basically. So, I'm a big fan of head fakes, especially in hesitation dribbles. So let's talk about the hesitation dribble itself a little bit, as the last thing you want is to get called for a carry on one of these. Usually the way people will do a hesitation dribble is they'll slide their hand underneath the ball in order to make it stop so that it's in their hand for a longer period of time. You see that, go to any gym, you're going to see that, and you can imagine that, and that's a carry. People get called for carries and those. Refs hate it, it's annoying. But you don't need to do it. As you can see, my hand is not going under the ball, but it's staying in my hand for a very long time. And I do a couple things of doing that. First of all, I want the ball to bounce high. If the ball bounces high, it gives me more time. And that's fine because this is a move you use where you've got a tiny bit of space anyways. But the defenders are wondering whether you're going to pull or they're going to sit on the backfield or whatever. So, having a high dribble is totally reasonable. And this is definitely a situation where you want to do that. So you can take a high dribble, put your hand on top of the ball. If you can top palm the ball to hold it in your hand for longer. Yes. If you hold it in your hand, so if you top palm from the top, you can keep the ball in your hand longer, which can add to the effect. Also, you're going to see that when I shoot these, I take a really high dribble on the way up, and the ball's on the way down by the time my left hand comes in and picks the ball. So high dribble, the ball is already coming down, so it creates the effect where it looks like I'm going to take a dribble because the ball is on the way down to the floor. So it's like pretty awkward timing, hard to defend. Now I'll talk about my own game a little bit. So I don't have any game clips to show of me doing this because this is a brand new move, and I can probably take into the game by tomorrow if I want to because the percentage is so high and it felt good, it just felt easy. So I can take this into the game right away. But I don't have any game clips because it's a new thing. I decided that I wanted to learn this similar to the way that I shoot floaters when I come on screen or something like that. But, I mean, the way that I've been playing is, like, extremely patiently. I don't want to force. All I want to do is find the open man, pass, screen away, take the open shot. And that works when I play with friends who basically know what I'm capable of. And I know what they're capable of because it results in high percentage and lots of open shots. But when I play in more random pickup games, especially if I don't get to be the ball handler, I'm going to have to be taking shots, and I don't feel confident in my ability to do that, or I haven't, because I haven't been working on scoring moves in so long that I've been distributing. But, I mean, I want to get back to scoring. I used to be really big on scoring, and as my game has matured, I think this is a really useful move. I mean, the idea behind this is using high pick and roll. I come around the pick and roll, and then just basically make a read. If they go low, I can pull it. If they decide that they're going to come up, or they bite on my head fake to the rim, then it's going to result in me getting by to the next defender, where I can pull for a short-range floater or jumper. Or I can delay and keep the ball in my hand, head fake again, and potentially just have a blow by for a layup. So I'll talk about a layup footwork a little bit. You're seeing some different things. Some of them I'm finishing with the right foot, left hand. Some I've gone right foot, right hand. Some I've gone left foot, right hand. Some I've gone left and right foot, right hand. And I've also got left and right foot, left hand. Okay, yeah, I did that so I could finish on the left foot. So I could finish on the left foot. But, like, there's a variety of ways to finish. I don't think that there's necessarily the best one, obviously, and I'm not really practicing for the finish anyways. That's just to finish the play. I'm really practicing for the shot, and I don't know. Someone could keep track, probably can't do that. But I think that I shoot like 70% of these in this video. But, I mean, I don't have too much. I'm starting to shoot floaters a bit. Doesn't matter if you shoot a floater or a pull up here. Whichever, you're close enough to the basket that a strong hand floater is definitely an option. I'm going to the right side, but probably after I'm going to be done talking, because I'm not going to narrate through the entirety of this, but I think I'll put in the rest of the film so you can skim through it and see we continue to drain these shots and then move on to the left side. But basically I move on to the right side of the floor where I go left, and I work on looking back to the right side, and I work on and then going and shooting, and I work on looking at the rim and then going by. And so forth. But, I mean, that's kind of my training philosophy. Go by makes. Go by counters. Obviously, the first time if you hit a shot, you can move on. So it's game-like. In a game, if I hit that first one, the next time I'm going to move on to the next move, the next move, the next move, and so forth. Because the defender is going to get to know your tendencies. So it'll be good to mix it up. And if they really know your tendencies, then you want it to be not so patterned. But they won't necessarily know you're going to do one and the next and so forth. So a little bit about my game and footwork, obviously. And that's about it. If you have any comments or questions or anything, you can hit me up below and I'll try to get to you. But obviously I'm having a lot of fun with this series as it's producing in practice a very, very high percentage completion, although the right side with the left hand is a little bit uglier. But hopefully you see me do this in a pickup game soon if I'm going to record a pickup game soon. So that's about it. This is energy for the best quality is Travis. You can like, comment, thumbs up, whatever the hell you want. I'm out of here. Alright, I decided to look at the left side too, briefly, and see what I see. So if you're still watching, you got a little bonus for everything else, because you thought the audio was off. I'm still learning the footwork a little bit, so I start off slower on the left side. I will see, I'm immediately noticing knee valgus. So for those of you guys who don't know what knee valgus is, it's like when you're right there, see how my knees come inward? I don't know why I moved on from the other level. But see how my knees come inward? So that is scary because the knees are a hinge and they aren't really supposed to move like that. It's better if... it takes me a while to get this. Once I hit this hit, mostly going, there we go. Yeah, if the knees aren't hinging up and down, it just causes patella, basically. It's a slow process, so it's not that big a deal, but it's a bit scary. My remedy for that is putting elastic bands around my knees and then practicing shooting. I guess something else that I'll say, if you're still watching, whatever level you're at, there's a lot of value to recording yourself. It's not just for vanity, it's not just for YouTube. You can record and have no one else in the world even see. Try to lefty flow to see how it feels. No one in the world even sees but you, but if you see, you know what it looks like when your body moves, and that allows you to diagnose problems in the game, problems in your biomechanics that could cause injury in the game. Other things you're going to see in this is when I finish with the left foot and the right hand on the left side, which is something that you can sometimes do. I think I do it here. I missed. I've never done it, so that's probably a mistake. So it's something I should practice, I guess. I want to keep watching just to see what it looks like, as I haven't actually watched this. All the reasons I make the videos, obviously I want to help people let them see my training process. But it's so me myself, I can look at what it looks like when I'm doing. So I like to watch through all my footage that I can to analyze. So it takes me a while to get going on the left side here. Put the head fakes in also. because the footwork is different. So this makes me feel like the goofy foot or backwards footwork is there we go, potentially more natural for me. Unless, was that an air ball or a make? I think that was actually an air ball. It looks good. It's getting lined up. And I remember when I first started learning shooting, I used to shoot with the other kind of feet. Here we go. There's the look away, so I thought I'd start doing that. It's short again, but they look all lined up to me, so it's just a matter of finding the legs and the ground. And once I get in the zone, there we go, alright, they start to fall. I mean, you gotta get makes to get more makes. They kind of cascade that way. And then, yeah. So I'm trying to go eyes to the basket on both of these hesitation dribbles. I'm like theoretically waiting for a screen that's coming. The screen comes. Hey, that was kind of cool actually. Screen comes. Head up, and then right hand finish. That's something I need to practice because sometimes I get that shot in game and I actually miss it. Left foot, right hand. Sometimes I make it in game, but something to practice definitely. But I mean, the right foot, left hand conventional finish works pretty well for me. Really just watching to watch at this point, see what I see. Yeah, the threes get really good. So, I mean, I think that I feel that as though I passed this test of shooting 70% or whatever. It looks like kind of a wild shot, but there's no look away. Head fakes are important. Looks like kind of a wild shot, but I mean, like Steve Nash shoots one for the runners and Steph Curry sometimes. Like, there's times to, like, take weird footwork. Anyways, I'm said everything that I need to say, so maybe I'll be back for a second encore, but enjoy the rest of this if you watch. Ooh, okay, there's a little Rondo fake. I think I actually have a dunk in here at some point also. Maybe I'll stay and watch that. I realized, hey, I could finish this with a dunk if I wanted to. Why not if I'm going left? I like to dunk with my left, so why not? Triple combo, drive, through the legs. Okay, there's the look away. Which I find this look away move is really undervalued. There's times to do it, to look off the defender, to open up a pass as well. That was awesome, man. It didn't go in there. Okay, I'm actually out of here for real. I'm going to watch the rest of the stuff.